Okay, so we're going to do a playthrough of the single player Pokemon trading card game where you battle a gym leader Pokemon at the end. You battle and catch wild Pokemon to build a team, hopefully diverse enough to defeat the gym leader. So I will kind of talk about the rules and how you play it. You just need bulk cards and dice. Probably about 9 dice. So I've got a big pile here. And then any bulk cards you have. You do need some rares, some uncommons, and commons, but the rares are just going to be your typical star rares. And then your gym leader Pokemon are going to be some double rares. And these are cheap, like 50 cents a piece. They can be of any language. So I have some Korean cards and some Japanese cards. Doesn't matter because we're not using the text on the cards. And then some dice and some energies. So 5 of each energy type into a deck, kind of like the brick that you get in an ETB. In fact, an ETB has everything that you need to play the game. It has dice, Pokemon cards, trainer cards. You usually get at least a double rare inside of an ETB. So get one, which is great. That's all you need. And a brick of energies. So again, my objective here, I'm going to flip these over because I don't have them yet. I'll explain them later. But my objective here is to build a team. I'm going to catch as diverse of a typing as I can. So I don't want one type, or I don't want very few or even weak Pokemon. So I would probably want to start out on the lower end and slowly build up to the more strong ones. Let's just go ahead and get started. I can hear myself. So I got 2 Psychic and a Steel. That's not great. You don't want 2 of the same type. You're trying to get as many types as you can. There's 8 in total. You can have 6, 5 on your bench, 1 on your active. So 6 total. And I want 6 different types, maybe a colorless. Colorless are great because they can take advantage of the energies more freely, but they are weaker at that. So I'm going to set them up in a way that's advantageous for me. So he's got a great attack and a good retreat cost there. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with a common. I usually always go with common just because my team is not really stable yet. I don't know how they perform. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my hand is going to consist of 7 cards. I'll never have more than 7 in my hand. I'm going to use these to do different things like attack, block, switch, or retreat, you might call it. So I did get 2 psychic energies, which is great. I have 2 block zones. I can block for 10 each, and then I can use one of his attacks. The elemental energies, like these 2 here, do 20 damage each, and the colorless do 10 damage each. You just add them up. So these 2 colorless would be a total of 20, 10 plus 10. These 2 would be 20 plus 20, 40. So it's a great attack. It does require you to meet the actual attack cost, though. I do need 2 psychics there. Or I can do a colorless, which will require any energy type. And then I can use those same type energies to block with. So I am going to block here. The enemy does a flat 30 every single turn. That's the case for common, uncommon, and rare. The only time it increases damage is when you fight the gym leader, which does 50 every turn. But he's doing a flat 30, and I can block for 2. 2 is the max, 10 each. So you're always going to take damage every turn, no matter what. And then I'm going to attack with 3 energy. I can pick any of those 3 because I'm not trying to save any of these. I don't have. Wait, I do have a Steel. So I'm going to save that Steel energy. And I will attack for 30. My attack does 10, 20, 30. I'm not looking at the numbers or the text on the cards. I'm just going off the attack cost. So this one does 30 damage, 10 for each of the colorless. And then he's going to do 30 to me, minus 10, minus 10. So he'll do 10 damage total. Then I can retain or discard any cards from my hand I don't want. So I will do that with the lightning. I don't need that one. That way I can draw more cards and hopefully draw more psychic and steel. So I'll retain this steel, and then I'll draw 6 to have a total of 7 in my hand. And I get 3 steel total, which is great. Means I can block well with Ferroseed. So I can't block with Snubble right now. I don't have any psychic energy in my hand. So I'm going to retreat him for an energy that's not a part of my team. I'll put up Ferroseed since I do have 3 steel energies in my hand. And I will block here. Now I could have tried to catch Teddiursa if I wanted to, but he's not that great. His attack isn't very good. He would be a good sponge though, but I'm going to skip him because if I knock him out, I can get a trainer card, which I think would be more valuable to me at this moment. So I'm going to attack for 10 damage total, which makes that 40. And then he's going to do 10 damage to me because he does a flat 30, minus 10, minus 10. Now I'm going to discard these 2, and then I'll retain the steel energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll draw 6 to start my next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. Okay. I didn't draw any psychic, so I still need to probably use Ferroseed. I do need to decide which of these guys I want to keep. I think I'm going to go with Drifloon because he has 2 attacks, one that does 40 and one that does 20. So he'll be a good blocker and attacker. So I think I'm going to sponge the Snubble, meaning I'll let him take a lot of damage that I want to prevent my keepers, the ones I'm going to keep, from taking. So I will just use Snubble here. I'll discard 2 for his retreat cost, which we see is 2 energies here. I'll throw up Snubble, and then I can attack for 3. I can't block, but I'm getting rid of him anyways. Just so happens that I do knock him out, so I'm not even worried about taking damage. And I will take one of my trainer cards. Trainer cards can be played at any time. You get them for knocking out a Pokemon. And you can do 1 of 3 effects when you activate them. You can heal 10 from everybody, you can heal 30 from one, or you can discard your hand and draw again. I tend to use them when it's the last moment and I have to. Usually it works out best that way. You'll probably see that here played out. So I'll let the game explain it when it comes time. I'm going to discard this fire because I don't have any fire Pokemon. I'm going to retain the steel because I do have a steel here. And then I will, I got to pick who I'm going to fight next. So my team is still pretty bad. I do feel like I could take on an uncommon and catch it. So I'm going to do that, especially since I have a sponge on the team and I've got a decent attacker and a good blocker. I think that I can sacrifice Snubble down. This is great. My Yena's got a great attack. It does 20 plus 10 plus 10, which is 40. It's got good health. So I'm going to try to catch this one. I don't have a dark Pokemon on my team, so I do want to add him. So we'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to get him to half health in order to get him in catching range. Or I could just throw a ball right away, but I have to roll a 6. If his health is above half, you got to roll a 6. If it's at half or less, then you can flip a coin or roll an even number. I don't feel, well, I do have a sponge, so I could try to roll for a 6 right away. I kind of want to do that. So I've gotten lucky, very lucky the past few times I've done that. So it does cost 3 energy to throw a ball. So I'll discard these 3 and I will go for a 6. If I miss, his attack will go through and I'll just block 10 of that, but we're going to hope for a 6 here. I like to have the Pokeball on this dice be the catch instead of the 6. If you're just using a normal dice, you'll use a 6, but we'll go with the Pokeball here. When I made that rule, I think it was last game, I said, okay, we're gonna go Pokeball instead of 6, and then I rolled a 6 immediately, which was kind of funny. But we'll see if I can roll a Pokeball here. We roll a 5, so I miss, and then I take 20 damage because he's still doing 30, and I'll block 10, so we'll take a total of 20. And we'll try again next turn. I'll draw 4 to make my hand 7. I do need to get him down to 50 health, so I need to do 60 damage to put him in good catching range. I think I can do that twice. With Snubbull, he'll do 30 twice, and he can take another hit here. So I'll do 30, and then he'll do 30 to me for his attack. And then I'll draw 3. Oh, wait, I want to discard this because I don't need that. I don't have any fire. I might be getting my on my team next turn or the next couple of turns, so I'm thinking about keeping this one, especially since I already have a strategy I'm going to use for Snubbull to try to just freely knock him down with the colorless attacks. I get another. That's nice. So I will attack for the 3, total of 30. I'm not worried about blocking because even if I did block, I would still die. So I'm just going to use these 3 to attack, get him to 60 health, which puts him in catching range. I can just flip a coin now and get heads to catch him. And if I miss, Snubbull dies, but that's okay. All right, let's flip the Umbreon coin. I got to pay 3 here, so I'll pay these 3. Wait, I'll pay these steel because Ferroseed ain't that great. All right, we missed. So Snubbull will die, unfortunately. And then we got to try again. I'm going to throw Ferroseed up there since I was just talking smack about him. 7. I can no, I can't. Can't full block with Ferroseed, but I can at least block a little damage. And then I will pay these 3. Will I? Do I want to keep this psychic? No, I'm going to pay these 3 to try to catch. Ooh, tails again. Okay. I'll take 20 damage because I'm blocking for 10. So that takes me up to 30. My energy pile is empty, so I will shuffle these. That's why I suggest putting sleeves on the energy cards because you will shuffle them a lot. And luckily the ETB, which contains everything that you need to play the game, has sleeves in it. These are my Brilliant Star sleeves that I got out of my Brilliant Stars ETB. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Should we just... Yeah, we can't block with Ferroseed, and I don't want to get any damage on him. So I'm just going to let Ferroseed take a hit if we miss. Hopefully, we'll catch this time. And we catch. We got a heads. So we will add my Ina to our team. And we got some energy for him because I'm retaining these in my hand. So I still have energy for him. Even in between battles, you still can retain and discard. You do not discard your hand or start over. So I'm going to go with another uncommon here. It is a psychic, and I don't like that because I've already chosen Drifloon. And Drifloon's attacks are actually better. The only way that Dusclops could be better is his health, but I would have to knock him down to 40 health in order to get him in a good catch without taking too much damage on my team. So he's just not worth it. I'd rather knock him out. He's weak to my Might Yenna as well. So weakness and resistance do apply. The resistances are shattered, so they only affect one time. The weaknesses affect all the time. So he'll take 1 free hit from us fighting because he has fighting resistance. And then after that, fighting can attack him. but weakness will always apply. So let's do, yeah, let's put my Yenna up there, of course, and we'll draw 3. And my Yenna can't knock him out, but he can do a really good amount of damage. So we will block for 2 and attack. So he does 20 plus 10 plus 10, which is 40, times 2, which is 80. And then we'll take 10 damage from his attack. I'm going to retain these 2 psychic because I do have a psychic on my team, and I'd like to potentially use them if I can. I can't attack with my Yenna because I don't have any darkness energies. So I do need to retreat him. I'll pay his 1 retreat cost. Another reason why he's great. And then I will attack with actually these 2. He only has 10 health left. I can do 20 damage with these 2 colorless energy attack. And then I can save these 2 psychic in my hand, which I would like to have. So I will do that. I'll knock them out. And get another trainer card. You can use any trainer cards for these, as long as it says trainer on there. You can even use some of those trainer energy cards like these as well. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can use a rock if you want to. It's you're just indicating that you have something in your backpack, which is that area of the backpack. But I like trainers because they come with the ETB. People have them. And there's also some really cool looking trainers out there that I normally use. But again, I'm showcasing that you can use bulk for this game. You can just use your bulk cards that you find, go to a show, get some bulk cards, or buy an ETB. You'll have bulk in there. And you can play this game with even cards from a different language, which I found out yesterday, which was pretty cool. I got a Japanese pack of cards that someone gave me at a card show, and I thought to myself, I can still use these. Because again, we're not using the numbers on the card or the text. That never applies in this game. But let's try to build up our team. We've got 3 types now. I want a minimum of 5 types. So let's go for another uncommon. Now, I could go straight for the gym leader if I wanted to. I mean, I can go for him turn 1 if I want to. I'll just draw from this deck instead. But generally, you want to have a certain number in your health pool, which is a collective number of all your team's health. So, for example, he has 40 health, he has 40 health, he has 70. So that'd be a total of 80 plus 70, which is 150. So my team's health pool is 150. And then you kind of want to have an attack pool so you can add up, the strongest attack from all your team and determine what your attack strength is as a team. And now I don't know what the number is yet that will give you a good to go on fighting the gym leader. Maybe it's a 250 health pool with a certain attack pool number. I'm still figuring that number out, but you'll find that you don't need to have 6. They don't need to all be 100% healed. Generally, if your team is all at half health, that's really good. That's the baseline. Generally, is half health. You bring them onto your team at half health generally, and if you can keep them there, that's great. So I do want to take this double onto my team. He's got really great health, and I'm thinking about sacrificing Ferroseed to try to roll a 6 or a Pokeball to catch him, so I can get him at that full 130. Let's see if I can do that. I generally try to do that once per game. If you're catching 6 Pokemon, you're going to roll a 6 once, 1 out of 6, right? So let's see if I can do that. I don't want to have Drifloon take any damage, so I'll pay his 1 retreat cost to put Ferroseed up there. And then, let's see. I'll just throw. I could do a 20 block with him, but I'd be sacrificing my psychics. I don't know if I want to do that. I want 1 more psychic energy so that I can do his full attack and block if I decide that I don't want to roll a 6. So I'm just going to let Pharaoh Seed take the hit. I'll discard 3 and I'll roll. Yes. Okay, so we rolled the Pokeball, which means we just get to take double on the team automatically. That's just my luck. I've done that. How many times have I tried to roll? Probably 10 times, and I think I've rolled it 5 times, which is insane. Once I did it twice in a row. So our luck was bad catching Might Yena, but yet our luck followed through with double. All right, I'm going to do a rare now. So now that I don't have anybody in the enemy spot, I can pull my team back to the bench and pick somebody new. I'm not going to discard any cards. I'm going to retain these, and I'm going to put Double out there. Double is a great defender because he can use any energies that you want to block. But the downside is that his attack is not great because there are no elemental energies for his attack. And colorless never have them, so they're generally weaker. But you can use any energy to attack with them, so they're good in that regard. I'm going to try to go for a rare. Nice. So this card's in a different language, but it does not matter. I can read his attack costs. I can read his weaknesses, his resistance, and his retreat, which is all I need, and his health, and his type. So he is weak to grass. I am weak to fighting. So I'm going to take double damage from him. So I'm going to retreat double. I don't want to take that damage. I didn't get any more psychic, which is not that great. But I'm probably still going to use Drifloon because I actually want him on my team. So should I sacrifice Pharaoh Seed again? Let's test my luck here. Let's test it. We'll get rid of one of the psychics because I'm feeling lucky. Can we roll 2 in a row? Nope. We'll take 30. And I'll probably do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably try to get that again. Because I just weakened my hand. Drifloon is no longer as viable. So I'm going to try again. I can't block. Oh, I'll keep that. I'll keep that one. I can't block, so I'll try one more time. My luck has been so good on these rolls. Nope, rolled a 3. Lost Pharaoh Seed. So we need to do 70 damage. This can do... My Yena can do 40. So I'll probably need to do 80. So I'll probably attack with my Yena next turn. 1, 2, 3. I can block with my Yena, which is great. Just a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my Yena, do his full attack, and I'll block for 10. So I'll do 40. And he will do 20 to me. So now my Yena has 20 health left. This is not bad. Really, it's only a major issue if they have 10 health left, which means that they cannot take any hit. Right now, he can still take a full blocked hit. If I have 2 energies of his type, I can still block for 20 and survive. So it's not an immediate emergency, but I do want to consider maybe using one of my trainer cards to take his health down. I'm not going to do it right now. Like I said, I'll do it when he has 100 damage, where he's at 10 health left. So I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I do want to add him to my team. So I could full block here and try to catch for a 6 again. Since my hand isn't looking that great, I kind of want to do that. So we'll take Might Yin out there. I have a resistance for Drifloon. I didn't realize. I do have 30. So one time I can take a free attack here. So I'm going to use that to throw a ball and see if I can't catch him. I know I did damage to him, but 90 health is way better than or what would it be, 60 health? Yeah. So let's go for it. Okay, I missed again, but I take a free hit. Now my resistance is gone. I'll shatter him, turning him slightly to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can full block with Drifloom this turn. So let's... Do I want to attack, though? I could do 20 damage. Take him to 60. He wouldn't be in a better catching mode. I don't think my luck is that great right now. I think I'm going to attack for 2. Take him to 60. Take 10 damage. I think that's a better plan. Looks like I can do that again. So I have how many in my hand here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what do we want to do here? He needs 10 more damage. I can full block with Drifloom. I'm going to do that. I don't have anything else I can do. So I'll do the 20, bringing him up to 80. Now I can just flip a heads to catch him. And then he'll do 10 to me. One, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. I'm going to use these to throw. And I'm feeling like I'm going to catch on the first turn. I feel like I'm going to flip a heads. So I won't block any. I'll block a little bit, just a little bit. And then I'll flip this coin. Bad luck. So I take 20 and we don't catch. Okay, I'm going to retreat for his retreat cost of 1. I'll throw Might Yin up there since I can block with Might Yin. And then we'll throw 3 for a ball throw. And we'll do the Pokemon Day coin. All right. So we caught him. Add him to our team. Still have 3 types only. Colorless doesn't count as a type. It's great to have. But I want 2 more types on my team. So I will go with a uncommon. That's a great replacement for Ferroseed. He's only weak to fire, though. I don't have any fires. Let's see what I can do here. I didn't advantageously pull back my team and select somebody I wanted up there. But luckily, my Yina has a 1 retreat cost, so we can just throw a double up there. We can't full block here with this guy. Double has no damage though, so I kind of want to go that route. So I will discard 1 from my Ina's retreat cost. And then I will play these 3. And do I want to block? Yeah, I want to block. Yeah, I want to block. I changed my mind. I don't want to put double up there. I'll explain why. I'm going to choose this guy instead. Because if I have to sacrifice these 3 here for not full effect, which means I'm just kind of using them for a colorless effect, they're not getting the 20 damage I could be getting from that 1. So even that 10 extra damage is going to be helpful here. Because then I can cotton guard for 10 and get him to 50. So let's do that. I'm going to block here. And then I will attack for his 3 cost attack. Just 20 plus 10 plus 10, which is 40. So we'll do 40 here. And then we'll take 10. He's got a good enough health bar at 130 where he still has 40 health left. So it's not a big deal. And then we'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. So I want double up front. So I'm going to discard 2 to get double up. And then double is only going to do 1 or 10 damage here to get him to 50, which is half. So I can block with these. Which 2 do I want to block with? This one and probably this one. I'll want to keep the psychic energy. So I'll attack with one of these. Bring him to 50. And then we'll take 10. And now he's in catching range for a flip. So let's draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. I can block with double will with any 2, so that's great. He's great for catching, and his health is so high. Normally when you get colorless, they move out pretty quickly because you're using them to take a lot of damage, and you can't ever fully block, so they do just kind of whittle down halfway through the game and you lose them. But double's at full health, so that just makes him a powerhouse right now. I'll play these 3 for my catch. And let's use the Pokemon Day coin again. Okay, we caught him. All right. We've got 5 on our team now. I could go for the gym leader, which I'm kind of thinking about doing. I got 2 items, which is really all I need. My team health isn't bad. I've got a total of 50, 80, 100, 220, 260. 260 is not bad. I could take him out now. Yeah, I'm feeling confident with this. I'm just going to go straight for the gym leader. Okay, so let's shuffle this up. I haven't chosen. We've had such luck with the Pokemon Day. I actually don't know what this one is. I haven't played that one yet. So it is hopefully weak to one of our type on our team. All right. Yes, he's weak to fighting, and he has no resistance, which is great. So I actually was supposed to put up somebody before I chose him. I was supposed to have somebody in the active spot. I just broke the rules. So I'm going to make it to where I'm at a disadvantage. What's the most disadvantaged guy to put up there? I'll put up Griffin since he's weak to him. Actually, you know what would be more disadvantageous would be Matang, since his retreat cost is 3. That's going to hurt the most if I have to get him out of there. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Ooh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Matang can full block here. He can also just block for 1. Now the gym leader does 50. So I'll take 40. I can take 1 hit here. I'm going to do it because it is the last stand, and I'm not trying to keep anybody alive forever. So we'll block for 1, which will keep us alive. So we'll do 40. And he will do 40 as well. Brings us up to 90. I'm probably going to throw Might Yenna up there with this next draw here. I do need to reshuffle these. Just need one. Okay, so we're going to discard these three. Keeping the fighting because we want to keep that for him. So I'll retreat him, throw up Might Yenna. I'm trying to think about total health pool right now. So should I use one of my items? Because the gym leader does 50, which means you can only block 20 of that, which means you're going to take 30 every turn. So 30, anybody that's 30 away from dying is guaranteed to die in one hit. He's got 40, he's got 20, and he's got 90. So I think I'm going to actually use, and he's 30 away from 2. If I use both of these, that'll take him to 70, which brings him, yeah, that's 40 away. 70, he'll still die in one hit. I think I'm going to heal him for 30. And I want to heal Might. Nah. Let's see here. Doesn't really matter too much. I'll wait. I'll hold off and see who I'm going to heal there. Now Might Yenna is going to die this turn though. So actually, you know what? I'm going to heal Might Yenna. So we'll take him down to 60. Let him survive this turn. Let's see, where am I? There's one. There's one. Okay, so that's good. We got an extra fighting. We're going to do Might Yenna's attack here. Does 40. So take him up to 80. And then he will do 30 to us, bringing us to 90. And he's a guaranteed death next turn. Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to be throwing up Lichen Rock here. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we did not draw anything we needed. So we'll throw Lichen Rock up. We'll discard this grass. And we'll scoot Lichen Rock up there. Okay, Lichen Rock's going to take a hit here. So if we block, so he'll take 40 if we block for 1. And that'll bring him up to 100, which means he'll be 1 hit away. We want to block with 2. So I might have wanted to put Double up there. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Double instead until we get 3 fighting energies. And then I'm not even going to block that hard with Double. I'm just going to block for 10 here. Double will do 30, bringing him up to 110. And then Double will take 40, bring him up to 50. Let's probably get another fighting. We got 2 fighting, which is great. So let's get Double out of there by getting rid of this fire. And we'll throw up Lichen Rock. So we will do 80 total. We'll do 20 plus 10 plus 10, which is 40, times 2, which brings him up to 190, and we knock him out. And we didn't even get close to being defeated. So that's great. I'm thinking about doing next time 4. So instead of calling it a gym leader, doing it maybe like the Elite 4. So you got to beat 4 of the gym leader Pokemon. That'd be a nice way. I kind of want to do it right now. Let's do it. We defeated this guy. So we'll do 1, I guess, still. I haven't made any rules around that just yet. Our team looks amazing. So let's just do another one. And he's weak to fighting. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 total. Okay, so we can we take a hit right now with Lycanroc? I don't think so. I think we need to use Double and get some more fighting energies in our hand. He's got 250 health. So most of our attacks do 40. So 250 divided by 40 is 6.25. 6.25. So we need to do 7 hits, or 7 and 1 of the colorless. So we just need to do 10 damage. So 7 hits. If we do a hit here, that counts for 2. We can do, looks like 1 hit here, 1 hit, 1 hit, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Double can take us home. I think we can only knock out Okidogi if we do well enough with our drawing. So let's first of all get Lycanroc out of there and throw up Double. We'll just attack for 3. Just get one of these attacks out of the way. Take a full hit of 50. It's not ideal, but it's our best strategy right now. So we'll do 30, and he'll do 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got something. Maybe Double again? Maybe? I don't really care about Drifloon having enough energy for blocking, so his energy is more sacrificial in that way. I'm going to attack, and even if we did a full blocking component here with 2, we'd still die. So yeah, I'm just going to do the 30, knock him out, and then we'll lose Double. Actually, you know what? I could use my trainer card to save Double. I'm tempted to do so. I think it would be the difference in us winning or not if Double can take 1 more attack. So we bring him down to 70. He would need to have 10 block. So let's do that. We'll bring him down to 70. He'll take 50 minus 10, which is 40, which brings him up to 110. Hope I did that math right. I don't think I did, but I think I did it in my disadvantage. So I'll just take the math bat to the face. The math bat. Not the bath mat, the math bat. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope we get something we can use. Not really. I was hoping for some fighting. I think all my fighting might be in here in the discard pile. I generally don't look through the piles in the game. I haven't made it an official rule that you can't look through the piles, but generally I don't. I feel like it might make things not flow as well. If you're just constantly doing that as part of your strategy, it kind of defeats some of the fun. But anyways, let's do 30 more and just sacrifice Double fully to get 90 damage. Yeah, we can't save you. We'll go to 90. And we'll die. And that's okay. Looks like I'm probably going to use Might Yenna here since I have his energies. And he's not going to be saved from a hit. So might as well get his out of the way. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. So we will just attack and die. I don't want to keep the fire in my hand afterwards, so I'll discard that later. But we'll do 40 damage, right? 130 here. We're only 120 away, so 3 attacks left before we knock him out. Sorry, my Yena. And we'll discard this one. I don't want that one. And we'll retain these 3. Draw 2 more. So if I get a few more fighting energies in the next couple of draws, I can just knock them out straight up with Lycanroc. So let's see here. What do I draw? Not what I wanted. I'm going to put up Drifloon to just do his measly little attack. Not even going to block. So we'll do 40. Brings him to 170 and he'll knock us out. Down to 2. I'm going to discard these 3. And I don't know if I'm going to get a steel energy. It's not always guaranteed. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 2 steel energies and no fighting. And so we should have definitely put Metang up there. Although I did make a good decision based on the statistics there. It was very unlikely that it was more advantageous to hope you get a steal than hope you get one more fighting, which is already in my hand. I can take a hit with Lycanroc, and I kind of think I'm just going to do that this turn. Let's see. If I do 2 full blocked hits, how many full blocked hits can I take? I can take 70 more damage, which means I can take 2 full blocked hits and another, which is all I really need. Or I can take 1 unblocked hit and then no more, and then die after that. I do only need to do 50 more damage, though. He's at 170. And I'm about to do 80. So I think that's actually just a knockout there. Pretty sure I just knocked him out. So we're doing 40, which is 20 plus 10 plus 10, which is 40 times 2. So we knocked him out. Nice. Let's see how far we can go with the Aardvark. So weak. Oh, he's resistant to fighting. That's not good. So the way that would work is the 30 minus is still 30. So if we shatter it by doing 40 damage, we'll still bleed over and do 10 to him. If we only do 20 damage, it will still shatter it. So let's see. I do not think we're going to win this fight. 2, 3, 4. He's resistant to us. So I'm going to just get Lycanroc out of there for now. Throw Metang up there. Tang's not going to do any. He's going to die immediately. So we'll just do our little damage for 40. And he'll knock us out. And here we are. I'm not even going to block that because it wouldn't change the outcome by that much. I don't think the unblocked versus full blocked at return was a difference of 10 at the end total. So I'll just do 40, make that 80. Wait, no, he blocks it. That's right. So I'll only do 10. And then he'll do 50 to me. I'll discard these. Just hope I get some more fighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm dead this turn. And I'll do 40 more. Takes us to 90. And I'm out. Wait. Heal for 30. Heal for 30. Last chance. Let's see. That would be 80. He would still knock me out unless I blocked a little bit. So I'm still dead. Good game. If you want to play this game, the rulebook is on my website, which you can find on any of my social media pages. I'm going to try to stream this weekly on the weekdays, and you can come and ask questions if you don't know how to interpret some of the rules. It's pretty simple. The game is not complicated at all. The rulebook is very simple as well. And what you need is not anything complex, just some dice and some bolt cards. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to let me know what you think, just leave a comment under one of my pages, and I will be back tomorrow.